Hello, Ron Briggs, Blackmore, Vale Honey, and welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to be reviewing the National Uncapper. So yeah, welcome back. We're going to review this National Uncapper. First off, need to point out for you, I'm not being sponsored in any way, shape or form by the company. It started off with an email and I've had some really good chats with the guys there that have invented this. How I'd never come across this before is beyond me. It just suddenly appeared on one of their YouTube channels. So I thought that looks ideal. We'll give that a go. But before I get onto the National Uncapper, one of the issues and problems with the National Uncapper, which I'll show you, not so much of a problem, is that it takes a little bit of pressure to lift it out. So when you lift it out, you end up lifting up the tray and you have to use the backs of your hands, etc. So I think this uncapping table from Tektron UK is an awesome piece of kit. It's really, really cool. However, the National Uncapper won't just fit it straight, because I was hoping it'd go this way into the Tektron Uncapper, but it doesn't. However, so I'm going to need to make a modification. But actually, on hindsight, I didn't want it this way anyway. It's going to be much better than this way. Now, although this is quite weighty, I don't think that it's going to be enough weight in it for when we pull the frames out of the National Uncapper. So we're going to make a modification to this first. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some strength around the legs. Let me show you. Can you see there's some movement in it? On the lower part of the legs. So that's not a drama. It's not been an issue. I've uncapped with this a number of times now and it makes no issue whatsoever. So what I want to do is I want to put a bar, stainless steel bar, off the bottom of this leg, right about here, all the way around. Yeah, that's going to give me some support. And if I put it in the right place here, it means that I'll be able to step on it when I need to hold this down when I lift the uncapper out. So I've got some stainless steel bar arriving. So what we'll do, the first job to do then is we'll get that stainless steel bar put in a ring around here. Okay, so stainless steel bar arrived. I got it from a place from the called the Metal Store. And the beauty about that was it was one of the cheapest, and B, they cut it for free. So it was a no-brainer to have that. So 2 long lengths and 2 short lengths. And I've marked up the legs, the front 2 legs, ready for the first drilling. So there we have it. That's the stainless steel bar all the way around. You can see that. And that has made that really quite solid now. So even without putting the uncapper on it, I think that's kind of made an improvement. And the other thing is, I know when you look in the videos, you think I'm 6'4", but I'm not really that tall at all. So I have this on the lowest setting that it can possibly be on, which just works for me. So if you're taller and you'll have that higher, that would create even more wobble. So just putting that that bar around the bottom has certainly stiffened it up. And as for the height, I measured the height of the plinths in our kitchen, which were 12 centimetres, so about 5 inches. And that's absolutely perfect for when you're standing with your feet go underneath it. So that's that part done. The next part then is to have a look at this uncapper. Okay, so here it is. It's finally arrived. The National Uncapper from the Bee Cooperative. So I ordered it 10 days ago. I hadn't heard anything by last Friday. So I messaged Martin. He said he was ever so apologetic and he would make sure that it was sent out and it should come on Tuesday. Well, it's actually Wednesday today before it arrives. It's been 10 days. Not that actually that's a bother to me at all, because it's going to be another few weeks before I do any extracting. So, but I just wanted to get it all in place ready. So that didn't bother me at all. Right, I've just slit the sides. I'll just slit the top. We'll see how well packaged this is and what's in the box. Okay, so we've got, well that's right, nuts and bolts he said he was going to send. So we've got nuts and bolts for attaching it. And that's obviously the spare bands, which we're going to need. Well, not straight away, I hope. Right. Bit of the old paperwork, which will do the normal thing. We'll leave there and read later. And then, I don't know if you can see that. So, a simple as package. 2 bits of foam inside the box there. Now, I'm glad it's packaged quite well because the delivery driver literally just threw this over the gate. So, which is not that good. So, we'll take that out of there. Get rid of that. And there it is. There is the machine in question. I have done a little bit of reading and research about this. These bands on the side, and it's to do with these bands that do the tensioning of it. But I think the best thing to do, is going to be to get it mounted and then give it a go. It has now been mounted onto the Tektron UK uncapping table. So the way I've got it set up is I can put frames on the back of this behind there. I can put frames in there when they're uncapped, and we can also put frames in there. So we can get quite a few frames, probably 2 or 3 lots ready for the spinner to uncap all in one go. So my only concern is when it needs a bit of pressure to put it up, will it come away from these? Will these hold it enough to put it up? If it doesn't, it's not a drama. What I shall do is I shall drill down through there, and we'll put one of these type into there to secure it in properly. Right, I suppose we need to give it a go now. Here we are then, the first frame. So, got a frame, it's fairly typical. It's completely capped on one side. The other side's got a bit of pollen on it. So I guess we just give it a go, see what happens. So that seems to have cut through all of them. There's a small area there which hasn't been cut through, and this side there's an area here which has been sat back. But according to the guys, you can actually, if you go through at an angle, if you angle it a little bit, you can get those pieces that you've missed. Yeah, that works. And then obviously for the pieces that don't quite get there, then you'll need to use your uncapping fork. But that's okay, because you have to do that anyway when you're using the knife. Right, in it goes. Okay, so this is a fairly typical frame. It's pretty much capped both sides, and it sits proud. So this will be a good one to try. So we line it up, push it all the way down, and then we lift it out. All the reviews I've been watching, it seemed to take more pressure to take it out. Whether that's because I've not got the tension right on these at the moment. Perhaps it might need a bit more. It's come completely through on that side, and that side is just missed. But apparently if you tilt it like that, yeah, get it to cut more. Well, okay, that looks good. This one's got a couple of low spots on it. Let's see what this one goes in like. It's all good. And I don't know what it'll be like when we come to do the ones that are thicker, but this actually goes in and out without much need to pull up, not much pressure to pull up, so that's working really well. I haven't had to put my foot on the bar yet. Cool. Well, really pleased with that. So that took no time at all to do that one super. So we'll obviously mess around with it some more, and we'll do some timings and get back to you and see what it's like. But yeah, really pleased with that so far. So I just want to show you this. So we've put 12 frames through this so far, and look how much wax cappings are in there. Next to nothing. Now I know a lot of you, myself included, we like to use the cappings wax for our candles and the likes. So that's not a drama, because we can still cut some with a knife if we want to, but how much easier is that going to be on cleanup, providing it does all come out in the spinner? Well, let's get the spinner on and see what they come out like. Okay, so I've not had it spinning that long. But the thing is, this is so quick that I've already got the next load ready, which is just awesome. So let's have a look. Oh, there's no weight in it. That is empty. Wow. Okay. That is awesome. Careful with the balancing. Yeah, that's what it comes out like. And there's no honey in that. Well, this is wet, but there's very little honey. Oh, you can just tell by the weight. Right, let me point out how much wax has actually come off. So these bigger lumps here, a couple of bits there, and a couple of bits there, are where I've had to use the uncapping fork just to get the last bits out. Look in the bottom of there, there's hardly any wax in there, because it's all remained on the supers. So I'm hoping that's going to be a good thing, because obviously the bees are going to get that back. So the long-term assessment of this is we'll get this back on the hives, we'll let the bees clean it, and obviously we've still got some flow on, so they're going to start filling it again, and it'll be interesting to see how they get on with filling these boxes up again, but that's more long-term. Right, let's get some more uncapped. Right, so I'm in trouble. I was so excited playing with this, the Uncapper, I didn't notice it start raining outside, and the washing's out, so I'm in trouble with the boss lady again. So what we're going to do now, we are going to do a whole box. It's an 11 frame box because it's got the Hoffmans on it, so it's not a 10 frame. So we're going to do 11 frames and leave them in the uncapping tray, which is what we would do if we were using a knife. So we'll use exactly the same, and we'll see how long it takes us. Bit of a test, if you like. So got the old timer up. Let's go. There we go. And stop. So that was 4 minutes 59 seconds, and that I would suggest was probably not a good frame to do timer on, but that would have also taken a long time if we'd have done it with a knife. So 5 minutes for what, that's 30 seconds a frame? That's pretty good, isn't it? That's all the uncapping done for this session. I'm really impressed with this machine. If you read the reviews that say this is not very good, then ignore them. I think this is worth every penny. I've got a 12 frame extractor, and it's gone the other way now. I can have 24 frames loaded up on here, ready to go in the extractor, and the extractor isn't quite finished. Whereas when I used to do it before, 12 frames in there, it'd have to wait until I'd uncap some more to get it going. So this means my extractor is going all the time, apart from when I'm loading and unloading. So yeah, really, really pleased with this. For my money, it has been worth every single penny. Definitely recommend this. The other thing with this National Uncapper, you can buy the box for it to sit in, the tray, which I think will be worth it if you're just the hobbyist and you're not doing that many frames. It'll definitely be worth it. But for me, with the amount I do, this in conjunction with the Tektron UK uncapping table, it's just a game changer. You know already from the review I've done, I love the uncapping table. I love the fact it gives me so much flexibility. I can uncap so many frames. The way that it drains out the bottom is brilliant. But now add this into the equation. Yeah, okay, you've got to make some holes and bolt it down. It just makes it a brilliant piece of kit. And I put some, if you remember, I put the bars on the bottom because I thought I was going to have to put my foot on it to pull it out. But didn't need it in the end. But I'm not bothered because actually it's sturded the whole lot up. So I think it is an improvement because with pulling it in and out of this, might have needed it anyway. So Tektron UK uncapping table, brilliant. National Uncapper, brilliant. Together, game changer. Love it. Right, so the only thing I've got left to do is now clean this up. And I don't see that's going to be a problem because it's all just plastic and metal. I think what we do with this, all we've got to do is, because I like to take the tray and put it through the power washer outside just because of all the holes in it. So it would be no more hard work to take this out and put it through the power washer as well. But I won't disconnect it all. I'll just take it off these two bars and take the whole lot out. Right, so I'll get it cleaned up and then I'll come back and tell you how we got on with that. Okay, so the cleaning up of this honey capper, simple, really easy. Don't bother with a fork trying to get in between all the splines and get everything out. Just take it straight outside and put it under the power washer. Cold water. So whenever you're cleaning anything that's might have wax in it, it's cold water, otherwise it smears. So yeah, all I did was took it off like that, off the uncapping table. I stood it up like that outside and put the power washer over it, cleaned it in seconds. I'm fortunate enough that I've got my warming cabinet, and afterwards I just put it straight in the warming cabinet because I've got some honey warming in there, and it's dry, done, simple. So no problem with the cleanup. So there we go then. The National Uncapper, you saw me unbox it, arrived really well. The communication with the company, Mark up there at National Uncapper, absolutely superb. It didn't arrive when I thought it was going to. It was a few days late. I didn't mind that because I ordered it in plenty of time. Really well made, really nice piece of kit. We've unboxed it, boxed up well. I've attached it to the Tektron UK uncapping table, and we've used it, and you've seen me use it. It's twice as quick, at least twice as quick, if not quicker. And when it comes to clean up, it's just as easy cleaning this up as it was cleaning up all the knives and everything else. So really impressed with this. It's a really good piece of kit. If you want to speed up your process, I definitely recommend getting one of these. So that completes this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something from it, and see you on the next one.